Yo, what's up everyone? I'm out at Battle Creek in St. Paul, Minnesota, currently on top of Go Trail, the classic. I haven't been here for at least a year, which is kind of crazy because I used to come here all the time. This is probably my favorite trail system back in the day. But there's been a lot more trails getting built in the Twin Cities, which is awesome. So there's way more choices of stuff to ride. A lot more jump lines and flow trail and stuff getting built. Super cool. Typically, I just kind of ride the trails, show you what the system's got, what the trails are like. But I have plenty of those videos of Battle Creek. I know I haven't done one for a while out here, but it's all pretty much the same. I did see that they did some work on Go Trail, refresh some of the lips and stuff, so we'll check that out. So if you want to check out one of the other videos of what the trails are like out here, I have a whole playlist of Battle Creek. I used to do a lot of videos out here. So for this, I wanted to do some kind of premise. So I was thinking, let's try to find some gaps within the trails. Not purposely made gaps, but gaps that you gotta kind of try to find, maybe pedal hard and pull real hard for. Maybe off a route into a bank, you know, gap a couple rollers, maybe an upper to lower leg of trail. I don't know. My goal is to find 5 gaps within the trails here. I'll start with Go Trail. It might be kind of hard to even find 5, honestly, that are legit anyways, because driving out here thinking about it, I could think of like 2, and I don't even know if they're still kind of there or if they're gonna work. I mean, it's been a long time, so we'll see what happens. So I think I'll just kind of slow roll down Goat and keep my eye out, and then work my way through some trails and try to find some gaps and send them. So, dropping into Go Trail. Looks like we got a weed whip. See if I can find some gaps, huh? Take a cruise, see what's new. If they built that up. Oh, well, that's a good gap. Maybe go past that root there. That might be one. Yo. That gap doesn't count. It's built. I'll actually stop and look at some stuff now. Alright, so checking things out on Goat now. Right behind me, up trail, is like the kind of 3 little jumps coming into the little step down to shark fin. So that's new, and that is a gap, but that's purposely built, so that doesn't count. But this kind of seems like somebody cleared this out. And this, I know this is a little off trail, and you know, stay on trail, don't make new trails, but it seems like this is starting to get established as something right here. So it like pops off of this root, so it's kind of like a double gap here. I mean, you could roll, but pop off of this root, and then you gotta land past this gap up on the platform, ride the platform across. Like I said, it seems like people are riding this, and it should just become a line. So let's do it. And then it's a drop off of this point down to the bottom landing off of the shark fin. So this is pretty sick. It's like a little, it's like a lily pad. So I think this is gap on. We'll just count it as one gap, but you gotta do the whole lily pad, right? So gap onto the dirt, off the root, come across here, and then gap down to the bottom there. And you're gonna have to kind of hip a bit because it turns left and it's all sandy down there. I'm sure I'm gonna get some comments about how I shouldn't put this online and stuff, but I kind of feel like this should just become another option to the trail. Why not? I don't really feel like this is like going rogue and creating some kind of drainage issue or erosion problem. So send it. All right, so let's do a little test run here. There we go. So we got this little root here. This is a jump on the side. Root, off the root, land up in this landing. Then there's this little root here. Pop off of that into the little roller here. Kind of double gap again. Alright, just a try. Yeah, it worked. That gap works pretty good. I don't know if I really see anything here. Can you launch off of this into something? I mean, you could definitely launch off of this and try to get down to those rocks, but not really any kind of landing to do that. You can try to launch off of this route all the way down to the last little transition there. See where my bike is? There's kind of a bit of a drop off of that route, and there's like a transition down here. I think if I could jump off of that into that transition, that'd be pretty cool. Give her a go here. Honestly, I'm not even sure what happened, but I hit my pedal on something trying to like compress and hop. The compression is really quick to try to absorb the chunder, land on that platform, and then launch down to that. I got like no hop. Yeah, I definitely hit my pedal. You can see it, I'll show you here. Yeah, you can see the pedal mark. So I hit my pedal when I was like trying to hop off of that. I want to give this another go. I think my problem was I kind of launched off of the route first before it and landed and then tried to hop, so like the compression was too quick. I think I need to try to just absorb that first route, roll it, and then hop. Got Ricky filming it. I think I kind of made it, but I still hit my pedal on that route. Yeah, I keep freaking scraping my pedal on that thing. But I landed right next to the root, back tire. So I think it's a make. All right, so I got a few gaps over at Goat. I'm over at Wall of Death now. And right off the bat, you can kind of see like there's this like kind of log drop. But farther down, like 15 feet, there's like kind of, it goes down a little bit more. That could be a gap, and I could do that. I think we won't count that though, because there's really no consequence in case in that. So let's venture down some more and see what we can find. Just gonna slow roll, keep my eye out for something. Nothing really came to mind over here, but there's some roots and stuff sticking out. So this could be something. Well, could try to gap off of that root and over that. I think that'd actually be kind of easy. That is something. Well, I'm thinking I'll kind of turn around and ride it down to like the rock turn and see if I can find anything down there. But on the way down, I'm going to try to do this gap. I don't think I'll set up a third for it, but and if I make it, maybe it'll be part of the 5. Hoping to find, you know, well over 5, and then I can choose the best 5. Try to get the first gap and then double those logs. I don't know if I'm gonna have the speed to do this. Oh, getting nailed in the head. Yo. All right, got that one, kind of sketchy. Now, let's see what's down here. There's something I can get here. All right, came down the rest of the way. There was nothing really that I was seeing down at the lower half. I got the 2 gaps in there, no third of them, because I don't really want to count those as the 5. So around Jesus Saves, there's this route in the middle I always launch off of, but there's not really anything to clear. But there's the top route. If you launch off of that, you gotta clear this one. Probably only like 8 feet, but not really a whole lot to pop off of to make it over that. Test one. No problem. All right, over on the Luge now. This is actually an oldie, but towards the bottom, if you come down, the trail goes up and right, back down. You can go straight and gap over the bottom leg into the little trail. It's all full of wet leaves, logs at the end, so it's going to be hard to stop, but see how it goes. All right, attempt 1. Nice. Sick. That was pretty fun. So I mean, I think that's 5 gaps now that I got. There might be something else on freight train. I think I'll check that out, see if there's anything on there. So over at freight train, I used to jump off of that stump into the tree, but that's not happening anymore. It's all washed out. Thinking that last wood drop into the berm, I don't know, maybe you could jump the whole thing, like skip the wood. I don't know. I don't think I've ever really looked at it. It's just something that popped into my head while thinking about all this. So we got the wood deck here. And I was thinking just jumping off the dirt over the deck into the backside. It's not that far. I thought this deck was longer, so it's not really much of a gap, but we'll just do it. I'm not going to set up a third for it though. I think I can say that I already got 5 gaps today though. I'll reach it. You know, that kind of gave me the idea to do it into the pavers. Just taking a look at that to gap all the wood. I think I could do that, but then landing in the dirt, there's kind of like where the pavers go, and it's like a bit of a knuckle. And I think gapping from the dirt all the way over the wood to the pavers, you'd be going so fast you want to make that turn. So I'm thinking go off the wood drop instead of jumping over the deck, go off the wood and try to make it to the pavers. We'll see how that goes though. I'm a little worried about making the turn doing that. So, drop. Oh geez, nope. Nah. Actually, I think I might have been going fast enough, but as soon as I saw where the pavers were, I was like, nah. I don't think I would have made the turn at all. Well, there you go, guys. I think I can make the case that I got 5 gaps there. So, fun little ride. I enjoyed making that video, honestly. It was cool. Linked up with Ricky there. He was just there randomly. Thanks Ricky for helping me film. Let me know in the comments what your favorite gap was, or if I missed any too. And if you like the premise for this kind of thing, I could go to a different trail system and do the same thing, try to find some gaps and send them. Thanks, dudes.